If you don't recognize me, maybe that's because you're finally seeing me instead of whatever it is you created in your head. You needed me to be a hero, so I let you pretend I was. Does that make the first line mine? Maybe. Or is it yours? For having a child and then forgetting to mention it.
I didn't forget.
Or telling me that the child's father was dead when he's really alive and obsessed with you.
Wait a minute, are you trying to make it my fault that you plotted to murder someone and then framed someone else for it?
No, that was my choice. You had nothing to do with that. But there are things that you had a big part in. Like you didn't sleep with one Cassadine, you slept with two. Unlike the fact that every time I think I've got all the information, you blindside me with another secret, another lie. How many more, Laura? How am I ever supposed to trust you again?
How am I supposed to trust you, Luke? What, like you don't have any secrets? Come on, haven't you kept just about as many as I have? Okay, so you found out the truth about something that happened a long, long time ago. I just found out the truth about something that happened 6 months ago. Luke, I never told you about Nikolas, that I had a son. You see, when I first came back from the island, when you saw me from the balcony, I wasn't planning to stay. That's why I ran away from you when you saw me. That's why I resisted you. I didn't come back to stay with you. I just had to see you one more time, Luke. I wanted to know that you were all right and that what I had heard was true, that you were alive. But we didn't have Lucky and Lulu then. We barely even had a marriage. And I had Nikolas, this little baby who needed me back in Greece. And I was supposed to go back there. But Luke, when you caught me and you held me in your arms, I couldn't leave you. And I couldn't tell you about Nikolas because I knew that you would try to go back to get the baby for me, and Stavros and Helena would have had you killed.
Oh, you don't know that.
Well, who knows what I know anymore? I certainly didn't know that you would plot to murder someone and frame someone for it because you think of them as competition. I didn't know you were so afraid of competition.
I didn't know I had any.
I haven't been unfaithful to you. And don't say that I was because I had a baby with another man. You know something? I have never brought this up before, but I think it's time. What about you and Holly? And that child? What? That's not relevant to this situation? Why not?
I told you all about Holly years ago.
Right, because you weren't worried that I might go after her and try to murder her, or that she might come after me and try to kill me. Don't you get it? The lies that I told and the secrets that I kept were to protect you, not to hurt you.
It didn't work, Laura. It just didn't work. Just like my plans sometimes don't work. So, what are we going to do now? If you think that honesty is going to put the world in balance, what do you want to do? You want to be a good citizen and call the cops and turn me in? Or do you prefer that I turn myself in? Would you like me to confess? Is it going to be better if I go to prison?
You know that's not true. I'll keep your secret.
I'll keep yours. For now. It'd be kind of bad for everybody if anyone besides me, you, and Count Vlad knew that Nikolas wasn't Stavros' son, wouldn't it?
Are you blackmailing me? Oh, my God. Is that what we've come to?
I don't know. I don't know what we've come to. I don't even know where we've been. I just know I can't do this anymore. about your present in Greece.
Have I become invisible? Or did you not notice that Stefan is otherwise engaged? No pun intended.
I'm sorry, Catherine. I didn't mean to sound rude. It's just that I need to talk to Stefan about something important.
And what I'm discussing must not be?
No, no.
Because we were just working on a plan to generate hundreds of thousands of dollars for research, all earmarked for the Stone Kate's Memorial Wing. Of course, maybe that doesn't mean anything to you, considering that...
I'll wait in the conservatory.
No, I am definitely the third wheel here. Besides, someone is waiting for me. I can't tell you how much it means to me, your unexhaustible support. Goodbye.
Bye.
Hold on. She's leaving. You seem agitated.
I want you to be honest with me. Did you set me up? Did you arrange for me to find out that Luke was behind Catherine's fall?
I had no idea until this very moment that you had seen my investigator's report.
So you expect me to believe that moments after I told you that I intended to fight for my marriage, it was just a coincidence that you left me alone in this room and that box was laying open and the mask was there, something that's very difficult not to notice?
And the report was under the mask.
Yes or no? Did you set me up?
If I had wanted to set you up, as you put it, I would have been much less obvious. More importantly, if I had wanted you to know, I would have told you. And why didn't you confront me then, when you found the report?
Why didn't you tell me when you found out?
I told you months ago I suspected Luke was behind Catherine's fall and my being framed for it. You proclaimed me a liar and my allegations ludicrous. The woman I was engaged to was nearly killed in this house, before my eyes. I was falsely accused because of evidence someone else planted. I have a responsibility and an obligation to find out who was responsible.
Please don't turn Luke over to the police.
Even if I had considered that possibility, I couldn't do so now. Exposing Luke would mean exposing my own sister. Alexis was his accomplice.
He didn't mention anything about Alexis.
And yet you're angry with me. You think I tricked you so you would find out about Luke and what? Run to me? I can't pretend I don't want you. But when you come to me, I want it to be because you want me, not as an alternative to Luke. Because I am the man you choose to be with. Do you ever imagine a future with me? Not the fleeting time we had on the island. A life.
You never give up, do you?
As I've told you, when I love forever.
We have other things to discuss. Luke has agreed not to tell anyone about Nikolas, but he is volatile, to say the least. He could easily lose his temper and push us all past the point of no return. So please, for Nikolas's sake, leave Luke alone. Don't make matters any worse.
I have to prepare nonetheless. You of all people should know what my mother is capable of. Fearing for Nikolas's life is not some grandiose paranoia on my part.
I know that, but it's not necessarily the right time to jump into battle mode either.
Luke has information that could wreak havoc on my family. Why should I sit idly by? How can you expect me to?
Because Luke knows if he does anything to hurt Nikolas, he would lose me forever. To tell you the truth, Luke really wasn't that angry when we discussed Nikolas's paternity. He was measured, and even a little compassionate. It seemed like he was trying to envision what my life was like on the island and the circumstances that led up to my decisions.
And what did you tell him? Does he know only of imprisonment, desperation? Did you tell him about the tenderness? Or the laughter? It would sometimes hit like a cloud burst until we ached. Our secret language. Sometimes I wonder if you've forgotten, or if you've made yourself forget.
I haven't forgotten. Try as I might. Or the fact that you fathered my eldest son. But that is in the past now.
Is it? Then tell me this. Why is it every time we've kissed, I don't have to draw you toward me? You come to me. Why do you do that? And then when you pull away, you try to tell me those feelings are of the past. You have feelings today. Right now.
I have to go. I just came here to ask for the truth about your investigator's report. You've given me an answer. Whether or not that's true remains to be seen.
You leave us in the past because that's easier for you. All these years you've told yourself you and I can't exist in the present. Look at me, Lasha. Laura. We do.
No.
I love Luke.
You love who he was. When you were a girl, and he was an adventure. Your husband used a letter opener of mine to loosen the railing on the parapet, and then planted it in my desk drawer for the police to find.
Okay, so now we're back to this. Why? For what reason?
To retaliate for my telling Nikolas that he violated you.
Do you have proof of this?
Not yet. But will you admit that my leaving incriminating evidence in my own desk is a bit out of character for me? As I said, Nikolas needed to be protected. I make no apologies for that.
Have you been spying on me?
Come on. The Chuckles is a very small town. I don't have to spy. Did you really think you could just stroll into PCPD and visit Stefan Cassadine and me not know about it? Of course, that supposes that I'm on your mind at all.
You've been on my mind. A lot. So I'm just gonna come right out and ask. Did you frame Stefan for Catherine's murder?
Is that what he told you?
Yes.
Well, why would I expect him to tell you the truth? That he killed Blondie?
I'm asking you. Did you loosen the parapet railing with his letter opener and then, put it back in his desk so the police would find it?
What do you think?
The man I love would never, ever kill an innocent woman.